Hey guys, so it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video, but today I wanted to talk a little bit about how to know if you have body dysmorphia or if a friend or a family member has body dysmorphia. So I'm just going off of my experiences. You can't diagnose someone and someone can't diagnose themselves with body dysmorphia. You have to go to a professional for that. But here are some signs that people with body dysmorphia usually display. So the first thing, this is mostly just from my experience having body dysmorphia and, talking about it and meeting people who have it as well. They are constantly talking about how ugly they are, how gross they look, how young they look, how old they look. It has to do with their body, so it's mostly just their appearance. Like, they might say something about how their hair is like gross, but they won't just say it once, and they won't just say it like a couple different times. They will make a huge fuss about it. They'll repeat it over and over again. Like, I could say right now that I look tired, I look gross, I look this, and that. And that might not be true, but for me, it would be true because I'm the one with body dysmorphia. So they also might comment on things that aren't necessarily even there. Like saying, oh, I have like a really bad nose or something, and then you just look at them and you're just like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you have a bad nose? Or they'll say their eyes are like really, like, I don't know, too high on their face or too low or too in between, and you're just like sitting there like confused as to what the hell they're even talking about. But I see that a lot with body dysmorphia, where people think that their face is a lot less conventional or a lot different than it actually is, when really they just look like a normal person. And it's like really confusing sometimes because I'm just sitting there like confused, and then when it comes to me, sometimes people are confused about it because they're like, well, you don't look that bad, and I'm just like, well, it's kind of how body dysmorphia works, you know. But yeah, they'll do those things. They'll talk about their body. They'll say that they don't really know what they look like. They take a bunch of pictures. They look in the mirror. They'll sit there for hours and just, talk about their appearance. They could go on and on about all the things that they dislike. And this only really turns into body dysmorphia when it's like an obsession thing, right? So if they're obsessed with looking in the mirror, or if they're obsessed with taking photos of themselves, or if they are obsessed with, getting plastic surgery, or if they literally cannot stand to see themselves in any reflective surfaces, that's like on the opposite end of the spectrum. That's where I'm at, like, most of the time. So for the most part, I would say that I'm like not a huge fan of taking pictures of myself. I don't do it that often, but body dysmorphia comes in many shapes and many forms. So me personally, like, I do the whole body checking thing sometimes with like the camera and pictures and things like that. But other times it might just be like me outwardly just like completely avoiding it because I don't want to like trigger myself or whatever. So sometimes it's like avoidance like that, and it's not black and white. There are a lot of different things that people do. But yeah, I'm trying to think of more. There are so many ways that, body dysmorphia can manifest in someone. And if you're like me, it kind of just manifests from like, it comes from just being completely insecure and having people telling you, like, growing up that you're unattractive, or having people make fun of you on the regular, things like that. My hair is being really unruly today. I don't know how to fix it. I wish I had like a flower crown to help me, but I don't. But yeah, another thing is compulsive, body touching, body checking. For me, it's checking my neck. It's feeling my face. I do some skin picking sometimes, hair pulling. I do a lot of those things, and there's also other types of body checking, like touching your body constantly or feeling your arms if they have some like fat on them, and like almost like shaming yourself a little bit. You're like self-shaming when it comes to doing that stuff, and it's very, very bad. I do it to myself a lot. Sometimes I'll make like really like weird faces and like try to make my face look worse than it is, just so that I have like an excuse to like feel like I look disgusting or something. But yeah, so that kind of thing. And as I said earlier, there's like lots of rituals go into things like that, like if you don't wash your face, then you'll be ugly. If you don't put on lotion or whatever, you'll be ugly. Staying away from crowds, that's one of them. Staying away from crowds and withdrawing from your friends and seemingly being super depressed about it. All of those things are signs of body dysmorphia. And honestly, just being kind of asocial. And even people who are social can have it, but most of the time, from what I've seen, it's people who are just like completely withdrawn and they don't really know how to interact with people without feeling like they're judged, without feeling like people are staring at them and saying that they're ugly. And even me, while like making this video, I'm like doing a lot of body checking, as you can tell. I hate doing it, but it's like, it's really hard to not do it. But yeah, so that is most of it, I would say. I did touch on the plastic surgery aspect. Someone that really, really wants plastic surgery, someone that is obsessed about it. The biggest component of body dysmorphia is the obsessive tendencies that you have, like obsession over your body, the obsession over like how your hair looks, how your face looks, how everything looks, over making everything perfect. It's like complete perfectionism over all of your features. And yeah, I mean, honestly, that's pretty much it for body dysmorphia. I mean, there are a lot of other symptoms and signs, but from someone who's not a professional, from someone who has body dysmorphia and has seen it in other people, this is how it usually manifests. So if you know someone who might be going through body dysmorphia, maybe like through this video you can just kind of see like how they're experiencing it, and just what it looks like on the outside. Basically, I wouldn't recommend giving them any advice. I would maybe suggest, if it like is prolonged, that they see a therapist for it, because that's the best that you can do as a friend, is to lead them to a therapist, because that's ultimately something that they need to do. I can't help people with body dysmorphia like with their actual treatment. I can only supplement with anecdotes and things like that, and that's just how it is, people need professional help. I'm getting professional help. Your friends and family and you would need professional help. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Kind of a shorter video today, I think. Unless it's actually like 10 minutes long. What the heck? I didn't expect it to be that long. Anyway, kind of a random video, but I just wanted to talk about what body dysmorphia, like the symptoms are, and just kind of get it out there, some ideas of like what people are experiencing when they have body dysmorphia. But yeah, that is really all for right now. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.